Okay, this time I'm found on Road Dead. I'm at my buddy Steve's house, and he has this 66 Mustang. We're planning a swap from an Edelbrock carb to a Holley, and we're also trying to diagnose when it goes into reverse, it often will die, and that's not going to work out for us. So. This is Steve's 66 Mustang Coupe. It has a 302 engine and a C4 transmission and high gears in the back, so it's a better cruiser and car shower than it is for burnouts and drag racing. Besides the carb swap today, we also need to change the fuel filter as it seems to be leaking. Before swapping the carburetors out, I wanted to check the ignition timing and see if it was in a good spot. The harmonic balancer was rusty, so we had to sand it a little bit until we could see the marks and repaint 0 degree mark. When we checked, we found that the timing was less than ideal, so we added 4 degrees to get to a total of 36 degrees all in. I had rebuilt the Holley 600 CFM carburetor earlier that afternoon in my garage. Everything bolted up to the Mustang with no trouble at all. It felt like the car wanted the Holley. The weather was getting worse. The winds were rising and it was starting to rain a little bit, and there was lots of thunder and lightning. There was a little bit of a fuel leak still, but we decided to move the car into the garage so it would be out of the elements. You know, so it wouldn't get wet. It turned out that the leak was actually in the rubber line, so we cut a new piece and fit that up, and we did go ahead and replace the fuel filter anyways, because that's never a bad idea. I connected a vacuum gauge and dialed in the idle mixture screws, with the car in gear since it's an automatic. I had brought several miscellaneous tune-up items with me, including spark plugs, wires, and a rotor and cap. The wires really needed replaced, but the kind that I brought had the crimping end terminals, and I didn't have the tools to do that with me. I did measure resistance of one of the wires, and those things are trash, but it's not going to happen tonight. Both the rotor and the cap showed some corrosion and wear, so we went ahead and put the new ones on. You should really be more careful than I am here, pulling the spark plug wires off. I got them in the wrong sequence somehow, and we spent way too long trying to get it corrected again. All right, we've got the Holley attached. We were thrown off for a minute because it had a fuel leak. It seemed like the fuel inlet was loose, but it turned out to be that the old fuel line we were trying to use had cracks in it. So we got that replaced, and Holley fired right up. Before we even swapped the carburetors, we added some timing to it. It was at 10 degrees initial and 32 total, and so we've got that at 14 initial and 36 total now. I think that's going to run better by itself. We did some tuning with it in gear. Got the mixture set what seems to be about right for this motor, and Steve's out there shortening the stud for the air cleaner right now because it's a little tall and we don't want it to hit the hood. So we're going to get that dialed in, and so we can shut the hood, and we'll be able to take it for a test drive if it's not raining, because this car doesn't get to get out in the rain, not like mine. It's a week later. The weather got bad and it was raining, and the Mustang can't get out in that. So we got together again and we're going for a drive. Smile for the camera. It was a beautiful day out. Steve and I had a good time driving the Mustang out on some country roads and giving it a couple pulls and seeing some drive-bys. It was a great time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it, would you please like and subscribe? That'll help the channel grow and it means a lot to me as well. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next one.